Time for some more poetry reading. Part 1. Evil actions from lustful places, crimes committed in seas of faces. This tale tells of good Linda so very sweet, and of the ordeals of which she would later tweet. Don't think it is trivial as it may seem, for this is the tale of a party for the rugby team. Sisters experienced in the ways of the world surround Linda as her hair they curled. Leona her big told her of fortunes. Leona warned and suggested cautions. Beware of any men that shall so appear, and offer excess of lukewarm beer. In her mirror good Linda did admire, she pondered of all the makeup she would require, creams, shadows, brushes, paints, pens, and powder, so that she may acquire a precious flower. She saw herself and sank into the mirror's glow, admiring her lovely complexion, thought, woe. Part 2. Linda and her sisters arrived at the house, which was owned by a deplorable louse. Barry, the lonesome host, was already quite drunk. No one really considered him a hunk. His eyes wandered around the chamber. They found a phone that glowed like ember. This phone belongs to Linda, so virtuous. The object was so beautiful, so precious. The phone so new and impressive and quick, newest updates would take only a click. So shiny the bright exterior was, news of this updated phone was all abuzz. Barry created a plan to steal the cell. The theft would need aid, so for his friends he did yell. The two groups formed on opposing ends, Barry joined by his faithful companion Fred. While Linda and Leona formed the other, they poured the intoxicating liquor. The goblets shine like eyes so wicked, overflowing with an amber liquid. Leona stood at the ready, and it began, shining pearl gripped tightly in her hand. Linda let her phone fall onto the ground. Within it could her precious phone be found. Taking advantage of that very fact, Barry grabbed the bag with but little tact. However, before he could move aside the layers of lip gloss and mirrors for prize, the shining pearl took flight like a comet and landed with a splash in a goblet. Soaking Barry in the foul-smelling brew, back again to his own side he withdrew. The pearl's glee distracted the crowd once more. It was the weapon of this fair war. It bounced and it spun so lightly in air, and shone so bright like the lightest of hair. No eyes could be removed from the glimmer, as jealousy in Barry did simmer. He battled across the room once more, not an inch toward the phone could he gain. A girl spilt her cup, ale once to the brim. The room quickly parted, made way for him. His hands fell upon purse, spirits renewed. He felt so smart and incredibly shrewd. As he knelt digging within Linda's pack, a young woman tripped over Barry's back, and he helped her back to her feet. Barry returned to prepare to compete. Only one chalice remained on either side, others strewn around left all in delight. Barry held the pearl tightly in his grasp, his substantial voice released in a rasp. As he turned gawkily and took his aim, he growled like a wild animal not tame. His grip released, and the white pearl took flight as the sphere arced. Barry became quite sprite. He arrived at Linda's handbag before the frosted orb had completed its soar. It landed within the rusty goblet. Linda drank without leaving a droplet. From the purse the mighty phone was withdrawn. All he had to do was press the phones on. Linda looked upwards in her drunken haze. Her phone and a stranger's hand was her gaze. She was so angry she tackled Barry. As he fell, so to the phone he carried. Downward to the ground they both slowly drop. The phone breaks, and Barry lands with a plop. The phone dropped to the dirt, shattered in shards. Leona comforted Linda, "Save your words. No need to cry now, your secrets are saved." Linda finally felt relieved as the phone lay in fragments at her feet. She saw important details of her leave, able to start fresh, new goals to achieve.